Bruce Arians said that you're a top 10 corner in this league right now. Do you feel that way? And even though you're your young age, do you kind of embrace being the leader of that group? I think, they've drafted, 7, 8, defensive backs here in the last 3 years.
Yeah, facts. I definitely feel like in the top 10 corners in this league.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Hot Button Sports Show. It's your boy, Isaac Lane. And can you smell it? It's football. It's in the air. We are live in living color and in the flesh, baby. Before we get into this video, do me a favor. Like this video. Comment on this video. Share this video. But most of all, smash that subscribe button so you can get notified whenever the Hot Button drops a video on this channel. I do my best and try to pump out content every week dealing with every sport, but specifically the sport of football. And it is football season finally. I try my best to cover every team, but specifically the home team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And today we are kicking off a brand new video series where we are going through the grave diggers. Yeah, that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, specifically their secondary. And I personally believe that the secondary for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is the most underrated and least talked about aspect and component of the championship team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we're doing a video series. We're going to deal with all the grave diggers. That is a nickname, I believe, given by Devin White to the secondary because they be putting them receivers in the dirt, in the mud, and they silence all their critics. So if you want to know anything and everything about the grave diggers, you are watching the right video and you're tuned into the right channel. Where do we start when we have a conversation about the grave diggers? I say let's start with one of the most underrated grave diggers we got on our roster, and that is the man, the myth, the legend, Carlton Davis, baby. Carlton Davis is a starting cornerback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he helps round out and lead this grave diggers unit. So what about Carlton Davis? What makes him unique? What do I need to know about him? If you want to know anything and everything you need to know about Carlton Davis, you're tuned into the right video. Okay, Carlton Davis is coming out of Miami, Florida. He was a top 25 high school recruit out of that city. He was a phenomenal high school athlete, not just in football, but also in track and field. He was a great track athlete. He excelled in the 100 and 200 meter dash and was also a state finalist, man. He went to the University of Auburn, the only SEC, that is the best conference top to bottom. He was a freshman All-American in 2015. He is a second round draft pick, 63rd pick overall, drafted by Jason Light and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the 2018 draft. Okay, Carlton Davis, who plays cornerback, is a dominant personality on the field. When you cut on his game tape, cut on his game film, he pops out. Last year, in my opinion, was Carlton Davis's breakout year. The years before that, you was looking at him, you saw the potential, but he didn't quite take that step. Last year, he took that steps. Wide receivers wasn't whooping on Carlton, but Carlton whipped on wide receivers. He has great size, 6'1", between 205, 210 pounds. He has long arms, long wingspan, decent speed. I believe he recorded a 4.5 40 at the combine, 34-inch vert. We're talking about a guy who has great size, good speed, and he has an athletic frame. He has a great athletic build. To me, the way he's built, his length, he kind of reminds you of a Richard Sherman, or maybe even a little glimpses as far as how he's shaped, a little glimpses of Jalen Ramsey. So what is this guy's superpower? What is Carlton Davis' grave digging superpower? What is this grave digger superpower? All of the grave diggers, as you will see in this video series this week, have superpowers. Let's talk about Carlton Davis' superpowers and why he's able to put wide receivers in the mud. First of all, Carlton Davis uses his size and his speed and his strength well. He uses his size and his strength well because he's bigger and he's longer than your average cornerback. Did I say average? He's bigger and he's longer than most cornerbacks in the NFL. And because of that wingspan, because of his size, because of his strength, he is great in press coverage. He is great at press coverage. He lets his wingspan do the talking and the work for him on the field when he is in coverage. And he can jam. Everybody say jam. Jam. He can jam the crap out of wide receivers on the line. Slow wide receivers who don't have that good first twitch, quick twitch, who don't have good first moves off of the line will get absolutely owned and ramsacked by Carlton Davis. From what we see from Carlton Davis, especially last year, only elite receivers are really beating him, getting out in the open, Tyreek Hill and all that good stuff. But Carlton Davis has shown the ability to even shut down elite receivers. You saw what the boy did against the Packers, man. Come on, man. This guy is official. He uses his size to bully wide receivers. I see this guy as the bully on the field. He's smooth. Don't get it wrong. He's smooth. He's finesse, but he does a great job of using his size to bully wide receivers to the sidelines, to the boundaries, and away from the ball. Another thing that you'll notice if you watch his highlights and if you watch his game day film is that he has almost perfect timing. Okay, he has almost perfect timing. To me, that is his biggest calling card. He has perfect timing. He can blanket, use his size, his decent speed, and his bully tactics, plus his timing to get out in front of the pass, to anticipate the play, to anticipate the pass, get out in front of the receiver and play receiver himself and make a play on the football. He has good motor and he has great aggression. Listen, you have a cornerback who has become, in Carlton Davis, you have a cornerback who has become a dominant playmaker. You saw it in the clip earlier. Bruce Arians has held this man as a top 10 cornerback, and he has lived up to that expectation. He is a dominant playmaker, and you can call him a ball hawk. Let's talk about some things he did last year. 18 pass breakups. Watch this. Carlton Davis only allowed 57 receptions on 93 targets. On 93 targets, he only gave up a pedestrian 57 receptions. 2020 was his breakout season, as I stated earlier, and he recorded 4 crucial and critical interceptions throughout that season, and he also combined for 60 plus, exactly 62 tackles. So we're talking about a cornerback who's not afraid to get in the muck and the mire and mix it up. We're talking about a cornerback who uses his size well. We're talking about a cornerback who uses his strength well. We're talking about a cornerback who can blanket any wide receiver in the league. We're talking about a grave digger, man. And here are my projections for Carlton Davis for this 2021 football season. I predict and I project he's going to win or at least be in the running for the most improved player in the NFL. Carlton Davis will make a Pro Bowl this season. I got Carlton Davis recording 7 interceptions, and I got him recording 60 tackles. It would be more than 60, but we got a hell of a front 7 who's going to clean up a lot of the stuff that Carlton Davis will probably be getting into. But due to them great linebackers and that great defensive line, a lot of the running plays are not going to get to the next level, to the secondary level. So I got Carlton Davis winning most improved, going to the Pro Bowl, recording 7 interceptions, and also recording anywhere between 55 to 65 tackles. And this football season, he is an official grave digger. He puts them wide receivers to sleep. You saw what he did against Green Bay. You saw what he did against Chicago. You saw what my man's been doing this entire football season, and the word is that he has showed up to camp just as rejuvenated and on fire and quicker and big and better and faster than he was even on last season. It's the official Grave Diggers video series. We just dealt with Carlton Davis. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment in the comment section. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. How you feel about Carlton Davis? How you feel about the Grave Diggers in Tampa? And what do you think Carlton Davis is going to bring to this football team next season? I holla at y'all.